What's up everybody? Hope your day is going awesome. Today we're going to be throwing some parts on my 3rd gen 4Runner. Let's get to it. We're just going to jump right into it today. I picked up all of these parts that you're seeing off of my local KSL classifieds for only around $1,100. New, they're valued around $2,150. So if I clean these up, I'm going to get about a saving of around $1,000. I got right to work with Mr. Miyagi's method of cleaning: wax off, aka a wire wheel, and wax on, also known as rust reformer. Well, at least I think that's close to representation, right? The most notable parts from this pile is the OEM Tundra Brakes. This is a TBU upgrade that a lot of people on the 4Runners do, but also the SPC upper control arms are big, and then the gusseted spindles are pretty nice. With the TBU, SPCs, and newer gusseted spindles, I had newer OEM lower control arms with Durobumps, Polyperformance's Tucko tabs, Wheeling Pete's extended brake lines, and because we were taking off sway bar and steering rack with the LCAs, I wanted to do some new energy suspension steering rack bushings and front sway bar bushings. Since the work started a while ago, I'm going to tell you now that this is not so much a install video, but if you have questions, please let me know down below in the comments. Down below in the description, I will be posting a lot of videos that I used to tackle this massive job. Another huge shout out to Devin for letting me use his shop and time. And also thanks to Justin for coming over and killing it with his working on cars knowledge. We had to get this job done at Devin's because I did not want to take something off the roof. My garage door was not tall enough, even though I did end up taking it off later. I found that one of the dust seals on one of the calipers were slightly leaking some brake fluid, so I did not want to install those quite yet. We got everything on but the calipers, rotors, and extended brake lines. This job was actually not too difficult. The hardest hangup was that one of the OEM alignment cabs rusted to the lower control arm, and Justin just used his air hammer to bend the sleeve out of the way. In Timmy the Toolman's video, that's going to be part 2 down below, he is cutting them away with a reciprocating saw, and I would say that looks like a lot better alternative. But overall, this job did take a decent amount of time, and if we were listening to November rain in the background, we probably would have gotten through around 90% of it. We are here doing the seals on these Tundra Brakes because they are bad. I saw one dust boot kind of leaking a little bit. So here's the part number just for the kit. These are the 13WLs, so we should be fine on that. But just replacing the gaskets and then the dust seals. I do not recommend this paint. It is kind of peeling off. I actually have the other one over here being painted again because yeah, it's peeling off just from brake clean. So I'm hoping that the heat will kind of bake these on a little bit better. If not, we'll have to maybe pull them off again and repaint them. I'm ready to put these brakes in. Just want to quickly go over what I'm going to use for this upper ball joint. This stuff has to have moly in it, I guess. That's what SPC recommends, so I'm going to run that. And then I will get this calipers in, and then I will update you kind of on just everything. This is where we're going to see the biggest change in braking. As you can see, this one is just much thicker. That's going to prevent this from warping as much. This is the one for the Tundra, and then this is the one I just pulled off. I think we're good to throw this on. I'll grab the calipers so you can see a comparison of those. So here's the difference in the calipers. You can see my hand is about right there, and right here. This one is much bigger, but the pad size actually is pretty similar. I actually have a lot of life left in those. The biggest change we're going to see is going to be in the rotor. Right now I kind of have like a twitch when I'm braking pretty hard. This will definitely help, and the rotors definitely will help, but these things look so much better. Look at them compared to this one. So what I'm doing with these calipers is there's just the 2 bolts that mount it on the back. Those are 17 mils. And then I got a zip tie around the coil, and I will zip tie that And then way up here, right here is where the extended brake lines that come on the new calipers are gonna mount. So just pull that off and then put the rotor on, and that's it. One more time, let's quickly go over everything. We got the taco tabs, Poly Performance. This one you can see is all the way to the outside. I do want to throw a bead in here eventually so that these don't bend, but these things are nice. We got the new lower control arm, and then obviously the Tundra Brakes. If you need to see, here's the clip, and you can see I greased up those pretty well. The Gusseted spindles, as well as with the brakes, got the extended brake line right there, this guy. And the SPC upper control arms right here. These ones are a little dirty, that's fine. And then you can see down here we got the taco tabs on the back of the lower control arm. And then this Durobump bump stop, new end link bushings, new sway bar bushings, and then also new rack bushings. I'm gonna go and bribe Charlie with some cheesecake or something to come and help me bleed these brakes. And then I think that's all, and I will give you an overview of what I think. I'm not gonna lie, I had some cheesecake as well, and it was delicious. I did forget to mention that if you do this job, I recommend getting an alignment. If you do the taco tabs, it locks the lower control arm in alignment, but the upper control arms, the SPCs, are very adjustable. So I've had my alignment done for about 2 weeks now, as well as all the parts on, and the biggest difference that I have noticed is definitely the Tundra brake upgrade. Those things stop so much better, and I do not have the wobble when I'm braking. And then that's closely followed by the SPC control arms. And then I was actually really surprised what the rack bushings did, as well as the sway bar bushings. Everything just makes it so off-road. This thing kind of just floats over the ground. And it's like the suspension is being used. Before, with OEM suspension, it wasn't really off-road working too well because more of the body was absorbing everything and that was getting thrown around. But these are much better. The upper control arms did add about ½ an inch of lift, and the car looks a lot more level, which I really enjoy. Looks a lot better. Maybe YouTube didn't feel like I made it in the beginning stages because my subscriber account hit a flat line. So if you found value in this video and any of my videos, please hit that subscribe button because it motivates me to keep making them. And I really enjoy doing this, but if I'm not reaching people, then I don't really care to. You're probably not still here if you do not enjoy my content, but if there's anything I can do better, please just let me know. I'm always looking to improve on making these videos. I've already installed some new parts, so in the next video we will get around to installing those, and then I'll have a spicy edit for you at the end of that video. So that will display what I just installed, and then as well as these front end parts, and then we'll go up the canyon and kind of shake them down and do a good test. Thanks a ton for watching. I think that's all I have for you. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.